Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Nanna-M. Forgot my name now. My name is Lynn, and a very warm welcome to you, and I hope you enjoy this video. Now this video is about, I've decided that I'm going to try and eat as healthily as I can, but I'm not putting myself under any pressure whatsoever. But when I'm in the mood, I'll do it. If I'm not in the mood, I won't do it. And that's just that. So what I've been doing is, for a little treat, in trying to stop myself from eating something sweet, is I've been buying yogurts. And if you buy kind of like a decent type of yogurt, they are quite expensive really, if you're having a couple a day. So, as you know, well, I don't know if you do know, but I did a video on the Cosori pressure cooker, well, Instapot it is. And one of the functions on it is a yogurt maker. So I started to look at the labels on the yogurts that I were buying. And even though they say no added ingredients, there certainly is. So I don't know whether that, I mean, I do suffer from bloating very, very often. So I've cut out bread just for now. My cholesterol was a bit high when I had a blood test, so I want to try and lower that. And I want to try not to eat things that have got like added sugar, saturated, I don't know, whichever fat you're not supposed to have. Flavourings, colourings, blah, blah, blah. So with that in mind, I thought, got yogurt making function on my Cosori. I'm going to try and make some natural yogurt. So I looked in the Cosori cookbook, and there is a recipe in here for yogurt. Where is it? I'll show it you. But I've done it a little bit different. See, this is what I'm like. I mess about with things, but they usually turn out all right. So we'll see. Anyway, this says there. Yogurt, it's a recipe, so it's not just the yogurt, if you know what I mean. It's yogurt berry parfait. So this tells you that it's going to take 10 hours and 15 minutes, but the prep time is 6, because this is using unpasteurised milk. And I've watched a few videos and realised before I started to make mine that there's one process I could skip, because the first process in the recipe book is to pasteurise your milk. I checked mine on the label, and mine is pasteurised, so I could miss that step. So what it said to do was to get yourself, you can see it flashing because I'm actually filming the intro after I've put the stuff in the yogurt maker. Simply because my husband's just gone out, and I don't like doing an intro when my husband's in because I'm a bit self-conscious. So he's just gone out, so I'm doing it now. But I've already put that on because it takes so long. So you can either make it plain, or you can add things to it. So you can add condensed milk to sweeten it. You can add vanilla essence to sweeten it. You can add a sweetener. But I thought, no, I'm just going to make the basic, plain, unsweetened yogurt, not messed around with. And then if it turns out really, really nice, I will flavour it myself with fresh fruit. I can either process it and puree it. And I'm going to get myself some of that Manuka honey, because that's healthy honey. Because I know you would think all honey would be healthy, but apparently it's not. Some of it's just pure sugar, which is no good for your cholesterol. So I am trying really, really hard. I've also got myself a jar of mixed nuts and seeds, not nuts, mixed seeds. And I've been sprinkling those on things. So it said 1.8 litres of full fat, but maybe you can use not full fat, I don't know. I will try and research all this. full fat, pasteurised milk is the easiest way. And then you need 45 grams of live cultured yoghurt. So you need to look on the label and it needs to say live culture. So I found an organic one that's only made purely with milk, and it's got the bacteria in it that is needed to be in it, but it's a natural bacteria, and it's lactose because it's milk. So what you do is you put your milk in your casora, and then what I did was you've got to really whisk it to incorporate it very well. You can't just put your yoghurt in, give it a quick mix and then expect it to do it, because what it'll do is it'll be grainy. So you must ensure that you incorporate it really well. So what I did was I got a ladle, and I did 1 ladle of this in a jug with the 45 grams of yoghurt, whisked it really well, and then I did another ladle, whisked it, another ladle, and whisked it till I was absolutely certain that it had all been incorporated correctly. And the way you know that is if it starts to bubble and foam. This is only the stuff that I've learnt on YouTube myself. I sound like I'm an expert, don't I? It's the first time I made it. Well, I haven't made it yet. So that's what I did. And then you don't even need to use the lid on your pressure cooker apparently, because some pressure cookers, if you've used them a lot, can have a smell of food, and that would transfer apparently to your yoghurt. But I don't have another lid off a pan that will fit on there. But they did also say on YouTube that you can just put a plate on top. It just needs covering, that's all, because it's not coming up to pressure or anything, it's just covering it while it's fermenting. And once you've made your yoghurt, you can use that yoghurt as the starter for your next lot of yoghurt. So if you keep 45 grams back and then get another 1.8 litres of milk and put the 40 grams that you've kept in and make yourself another batch. So I'm hoping that it's going to turn out, because I think I'll really enjoy it. And I don't know, I'm going to research this as well. There'll probably be a lot there. There's going to be a lot in there, so I don't think I'll have, I don't know whether I'll eat it all in a week or not. So I don't know whether you can freeze it. I don't even know what the shelf life is on it. But I'll just get you the pot that I got. No preservatives in that, and I bought that. I got that on Tuesday. Fully organic, natural yoghurt. Where does it say it? Live culture. Contains the following cultures: Bifidobacterium, Lactobacillus, doesn't sound very good, does it? Acidophilus, Streptococcus, don't like the sound of that one, Streptococci, and Thermophilus. Natural, organic, completely made with that culture and milk, and keep refrigerated, used by the 2nd of February. So I'm assuming that that's going to last quite a long time in the fridge as well, but we'll see. So yeah, so that is what I'm doing. I get these ideas in my head, you know. So this said, it takes, the cook time is 10 hours, 15 minutes, but that is after it did the 6 hours of pasteurising. Oh, it says it makes 12 to 15 servings. Probably not 12 to 15 of my size servings. But anyway, so I'm thinking like sweeten it myself with whatever it is I want to eat. Put fruit in it, put some seeds in it. You can put granola with it. So, keep your fingers crossed that it turns out, but it's going to take 12 hours, so I won't be able to tell you whether it's turned out or not until tomorrow. So yeah, look, can you see it flashing? Now what it does on this particular Instapot is you press start, you press yogurt, and then you press time set, so plus, and I went up to 12. Then you press start, and what it does is it preheats first, and then it starts to count down. So as you can see, it's been cooking now, well, not cooking, fermenting for 10 minutes. So it is now in my house, 1:30. So it's not going to finish until 3:30 in the morning, is it? Is it? 12 hours? No, 1:30 in the morning, isn't it? Yeah. And I'll be fast asleep, hopefully, in bed. But if I'm awake, I'll come down and have a look. So if it needs to go a bit longer, I don't know what you do about that. Maybe I'll just have to eat that and then try again and leave it a bit longer, because somebody did say you can leave it for 24 hours, and the longer you leave it, the thicker it goes. So I'm trying 12 for now. See where that takes me. Might be all right for me. I don't like mine too thick. So yeah, so that's what I'm up to today, along with a few other bits and pieces. So I'll show it you when it's done. Fingers crossed. I forgot to tell you, make yourself a cuppa, put your feet up and listen to me waffling on about yogurt. So, as you can see, I now have 1.8 litres of full fat filtered milk inside my Instapot. You don't need to use full fat, but I chose to. And then out of that to 1.8 litres, there are 3 little scoops in this jug with 45 grams of live cultured yoghurt. And I've whisked and whisked and whisked until I'm absolutely 100% certain that it's fully combined. Because if you don't, you can apparently get your yoghurt can be a bit grainy. So then you add that mixture to your what's left in your pot of your 1.8 litres and whisk that till it's fully incorporated into the rest of your milk. And really, that's all you need to do. You can usually tell by a few bubbles on top, but I have watched other people do it and they don't make as much fuss as me. But anyway, and then you just put your lid on. Because you're not using it as a pressure cooker, you don't really need to vent it, because it won't come up to steam, because it's a very, very low temperature, just the correct temperature so that the cultures will start to work on the milk and turn it into yoghurt, yeah. So what you need to do is press yoghurt. It'll automatically come up with 8 hours. But I wanted to do mine for 12, so I just pressed the up button till we got to 12, and then just press start. That's all you need to do. And then what you'll see is that it starts to preheat, and what it's doing is it's just bringing it up to the temperature that it needs, and then it'll start its countdown from 12 hours. So I just left it at that, and it stopped cooking after 12, fermenting after 12, but I didn't actually take the lid off until I came down in the morning. It finished the fermenting at 1 o'clock in the morning, but I left it till I got up. So this is the day after, and I've taken the middle part out of the casora, put the casora away, and I'll just show you what it looks like. That's how set it is. Can you see? Ooh, I won't let it slide out. So I'll have a little taste, and this is the starter that I used, do you remember? So they do say that whichever starter you use, the yoghurt that you make will taste like that. So let's test it out. So I'll taste this one first. Right, let's have a taste of this one. It does, yeah. It's exactly the same. So that gets a thumbs up from me. The only thing I didn't tell you that I've since read about is that you really have to make sure that your pot is 100% clean. And the way that you can do that, if you choose to, is you can just put a bit of water in the bottom, put it on pressure cook for 15 minutes and it will sterilise it. Because you don't want any pathogens, you know, any bacteria in your pot when you're trying to do your yoghurt. So you have to make sure that it's perfectly clean. So yeah, so look at all that yoghurt. Masses. So now I'm going to be flavouring mine with different things. So I'll depot it and I'll put it in some storage containers, and when I flavour one I'll show you and let you know. So yeah, that was 45 grams of live cultured yoghurt and 1.8 litres of full fat milk. I have since read that you can make it with, it doesn't need to be full fat. And you only need to sterilise the milk, pasteurise it yourself if it's not already pasteurised. So the easiest way is buy yourself pasteurised. So, see you in a bit. Right, so I've portioned them out and I used my scales. And this pot of yoghurt is 150 grams. Well, I probably would like a bit more than that. So I've done portions of 175 grams. And I put them in these little containers that I bought from Temu. They all have a lid. I haven't put them on yet. And I've managed to get 11 portions. So what I'll do is I'll cost that out for you before I finish this video off. Because I can't remember how much I paid for the milk. But I don't think it will be £2. So for 11 healthy, organic yoghurts, 11 for however much that costs, because the Kasori is absolute pennies. So I'm not even going to count that. But if you did, if you said it would cost you 25p, it's very, very cost effective, and they will definitely keep for 2 weeks in the fridge. But I'm also going to have a look before I finish this video off and see if you can freeze them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having one of these. I haven't got any, I keep saying it wrong, I think, Manuka honey. And that's how I'm going to sweeten mine and put some fruit on. So I'll let you see one when I've made it. But I have no that honey today. I'll have to use normal. See you in a bit. So as you can see, this yoghurt video has ended up taking me over 3 days to film because of circumstances. But anyway, I am back to show you. You did see me portion the yoghurt up. So this is how I intend to have mine. So I've got my yoghurt and I've got some strawberries. I'll show you. Tip you down. I've got some lovely strawberries. Bear in mind that is not 150 grams, it's 175 because I did bigger portions. Whoops, dropped a blueberry. Where's it gone? Found it. And this is the honey that I was telling you about. Manuka. This is from New Zealand, this particular one, variety. Now all I do is, I don't even need it really, because the fruit in itself is enough, but I'm just putting like a little, even a quarter of a teaspoon I would say that is, not even half a teaspoon. Drizzling that over. I'm going to eat mine out of the thing, out of this container, but obviously, you know, if you want it to be posh, you transfer it to another jar. And then what I do is, I have a packet of mixed seeds and I just sprinkle. Where's it gone? I have a tablespoon measure, just a level tablespoon, and I sprinkle that over the top. And that is my delicious, healthy, organic, homemade yoghurt. So that can either be my breakfast, or it can be a pudding. Sometimes I'll have it for, you know, when I've eaten my tea or my lunch, whatever, as a pudding. But what I wanted to tell you was, I started off the video explaining what I was doing and telling you how to do it. And then I showed you me doing it. And then I talked about it again. Then I've shown you this bit, showed you measuring out, then this bit. So it's a little bit higgledy-piggledy back to front at the beginning, but I'm leaving it as it is because I don't know how else to edit it other than the way it's already been edited. So what I wanted to tell you was, I paid £1.55 for my full fat filtered milk from Tesco. I paid 85p for the 150 gram Yeo organic live cultured yoghurt. So that's £2.30 altogether that the ingredients have cost me to make the yoghurt. So I've costed it out at 150 gram portions, even though I did mine at 175, because that's the only fair way to see what the difference is. So I got 13 portions out of at 150 grams. I did it on my calculator at 150 grams rather than 175. So what I did was, I divided 2,000, because I got nearly 2,000 grams. Divided it by 150, gives me 13 portions. And 13 portions at 85p, which is what the yoghurt cost me, would be £11.05. But the cost of the homemade is £2.30. So work that one out for yourself. For all of it, £2.30 for all of it. And it's cost 85p just for 150 gram from Tesco. So £2.30 for 2,000 grams. Well worth it, because even if, and it wouldn't cost this, even if you said it'd cost you 20p for your electric, and it wouldn't have done, that's still only £2.50 for 13 150 gram portions of homemade organic yoghurt, as opposed to 85p for one. So yeah, and I did say I would let you know, you don't, first of all, you don't need to use full fat. It will still work even if you don't use full fat, but you do need some fat for, I think, the sugars to work on the cultures, or the cultures to be able to feed. I think so anyway. I'm not an expert. So yeah, you don't need to use full fat. And if you want to, you can strain it overnight, which I think I might do that next time, to get rid of the whey, because, and it'll make it a little bit thicker. Mine's that consistency. So mine will drop off the spoon If you want it thicker than that, what you can do is you can pour your yoghurt, get yourself a muslin cloth, and you can put your muslin cloth in your sieve, put your yoghurt inside, leave it draining over a pan overnight at room temperature on your worktop, put a lid on obviously, and in the morning all the whey will have come out and your yoghurt will be thicker. So I might do that next time, because whilst I still like it like that, I want to see how much thicker it'll go. And that's it really. And you can freeze it. So I think as soon as I get down to maybe my last 4 portions, I'm going to make another batch, because I really do like it. And I like the fact that I know what's in it. There's no preservatives, there's no colourings, no additives at all. Pure, natural, homemade yoghurt. So if you're a yoghurt fan and you'd like to save yourself a little bit of money, you don't need a kasori either. Now if anybody wants me to show you how to do it without the kasori, let me know in the comments section, and I'll do that as well. You can do it in your oven, and you can do it on your stovetop and then leave it overnight. So there's a few different ways you can make it, but it's just so easy if you do have an Instapot. It doesn't have to be a kasori, any Instapot that's got a yoghurt making function. You can do it. So, last but not least, I'd like to say thank you for watching. I hope you found it quite interesting. I don't think there's going to be a Nana's Sunday bake on Sunday this week, because I haven't quite got back into it yet. And I did explain, didn't I, that my son ordered us some healthy food to be delivered twice a week, just to get me back on, you know, feeling healthy again. And originally it was just for 1 week, but we've ended up with it for 2 because he forgot to cancel the what do you call it, subscription. He's cancelled it now, so we've just had another delivery now this morning. We've got one on Sunday and another this morning, so need to eat all that up first really before I start with anything else. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and you're not subscribed, please would you consider doing so, and leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, anybody that you think might be interested, and fingers crossed, God willing, I'm going to enjoy my yoghurt. See you on the next one. So bye for now. Bye bye.